Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the visiting team and our home team. Along the away sideline, get a look at their head coach. These guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. On the opposite sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys already division champs, but still seeding to play for this week and beyond. Kate Scott and Brock Ewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're off on EA Sports. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They give up the gut to Walker. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. He's making a bid for it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And that is a touchdown! These guys pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. To throw here on 1st down. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He completes it in traffic. And he's hit just before he can pick up that 1st. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Turner for the completion. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Walker on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. And he's got his man. Touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is He's always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 3. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Quick throw is caught. He's across the 35. Through the 45. Still running. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he runs this one in for the touchdown.
Okay, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know, the single-season rushing touchdown record is 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did it in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense ready to take the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll fire half for a few. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's caught for the 1st. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third down from the gun. He's going for it himself. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. They're going play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 14-10 our score. More from this one right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Trying to throw this from the gun. Connecting again with Hopkins. And this one does not go far. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and they're going to have a first down now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays.
He has the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense getting set to work here. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Third down, 1 yard to go. QB sneak coming. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's going to throw it. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Complete out to the right. He's going to bring this down to their 35. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a dive up the middle. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. He's going to throw this one. Finds a man, right side. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, but it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. He makes it in for the touchdown.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. This guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 18. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. Their offense running back out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. Pass play on 1st and 10. Going deep here for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Sends this to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Taking a chance to the end zone. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We dodged the tackle. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The home team's ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They send a man in motion. They go play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Makes the catch. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And his guys grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. firing it out to start this drive. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Here he is on 2nd and inches. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. To throw here on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And it's almost picked and taken the other way. Took that check down throw for granted, didn't he? Really paid for it. It's 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Throwing now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing from the gun. That one complete to Turner. And they make the tackle at the 38. All set now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Walker. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in second place. Throwing off the play fake. Returns to his go-to. It's Hopkins. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Third and just 2 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Punting unit out now. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense getting set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Complete over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. From the gun on 3rd down. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The home teams, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Plowing up the middle, and he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. It's taken at midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Back out runs their offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down from the 42. Walker from the gun. To the 15. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here we go. Pete Carroll getting his offense set to try for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight end's such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double-teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
They'll bring the tight end left. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You put a receiver in motion left. Throwing now on 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Pass play now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
When that play caller decides run-pass option, you're not thinking a sack, especially on 3rd down. Give it and run it. And if you're going to throw it, boy, you got to get the ball out of your hands.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Second and 6 coming up here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good for a few. And it brings up third down. Here's a throw. He's got Turner downfield. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's the backup, first throw. Little off-centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Finds him over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
The penalty is declined.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Brought in by Turner. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And they take this in for the score. These guys now within one score in the fourth. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Number 16. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give now from the gun. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. Works the sideline inside the 35, and he has this all the way down to the 23. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Option design here. Down to the 10. And the ground game works for the touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14.
Home team 42. Visitors 28.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. He's going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. This offense getting all set for this series. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Walker on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there. Up to the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st down. Play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
16 brings up 2nd down.
Motioning the tight end now.
33-yard line.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Running it after the penalty. Spins out of one stop. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Back to the well again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for a couple of yards. And that gives them the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Putting the tight end in motion. The give now out of the shotgun. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.